Alright, so this is biology revision. So if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe and try to share the video if you find it useful. So the question is saying teeth are involved in mechanical digestion. So when you talk of digestion, what is digestion? Digestion is the breaking down of food into smaller pieces. So usually we have two types of digestion. The first one is mechanical, also known as physical digestion. Then the last one, it is chemical digestion. So now the question is saying, what is meant by the term mechanical digestion? So now when you talk of mechanical digestion, it is the type of digestion which involves the catabolism. When you say catabolism, it is just the breaking down of large molecules into smaller pieces. So it is the type of metabolism which involves the catabolism of large pieces of foods into smaller pieces. So it is the catabolism of large pieces of food into smaller pieces without the involvement of enzymes. So usually mechanical digestion, it does not involve the use of enzymes. Then as for chemical digestion, it is just the type of digestion which involves the catabolism of large food molecules into smaller ones with the use of enzymes. Then as for question B, it is saying figure 7.1 shows a section through a molar tooth. We have the outer part of the tooth, which is called the enamel. So the enamel is usually considered to be the hardest part of the tooth, which means this one here, it is difficult to decay when a bacteria act upon it. Okay, so we have structure Q, which is called the dentin, and we have structure R, which is called the pulpocavity. Then also cement, we have cement. Then as for T, it is called the gum. Then as for S, it is also called the cement. So as for Roman numeral number 1, it is saying on figure 7.1, label parts Q and R. So Q is called dentin, then R is called pulpocavity. Then as for Roman numeral number 2, is saying state 2 reasons why this tooth cannot be a canine tooth. So usually we have 4 types of tooth. The first one is the incisors, followed by the canines, followed by the premolars, then the last one are molars. So what differentiates these are the content of roots and also the surface area of the enamel. So when you talk of the canine, it only have one root, but when you talk of molar tooth, it contains what? 2 roots. So the roots which I'm talking about are these. Okay, so I'm going to say molar tooth contains what? Or it has 2 roots, whereas canine, it has only 1 root. Then the next one, I'm going to talk of the surface area of the enamel. So I'm going to say the molar tooth, it has large surface area of the enamel, whereas the canine, it has smaller surface area of the enamel. Then as for Roman numeral number 3, saying gum disease causes the gums to shrink from position T to position S, as shown on figure 7.1, suggests why the tooth is more likely to decay when the gums are at position S. So the first one, I'm going to say the bacteria, when the gums are at point S, you are going to find that the bacteria is going to form what? Uric acid, which is going to wear out the cement, because the enamel on this part here, it is hard to be wear out. Okay, so you are going to find that on this part here, the cement, it is soft. Okay, so I'm going to say at part S, the bacteria will easily form uric acid, which will decay, which will decay the cement. Then apart from that one, I'm going to say this is because structure S, it has soft tissues which can easily undergo decay. Then as for Roman numeral number 4 is saying, state 2 ways of maintaining healthy teeth. So the first one is by brushing your teeth after a meal. So by brushing teeth after a meal. Then apart from that one, the last one, avoiding the intake of foods which contains sugars. By avoiding the intake of foods which contains sugars. So that was the last one. And remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.